Part 2 ng aking experience nung nag-prank ako as teacher 1, ibibigay ko sa inyo yung tips kung paano ko na-perfect yung aking classroom observation. And number 1 dyan, choose a topic na kayang i-meet yung objectives within the allotted time. Nung nag-demo kami, may kasabayan ako na ang ganda ng topic niya. Parang literature, Beowulf yata, parang ganun. Kaya lang, dahil limited yung time, yung buong time na consume lang niya sa discussion, hindi na siya nakapag-post activity and so on. Kaya yun, for me, hindi porket maganda yung topic, ay ideal siya for classroom observation. Kailangan mo muna i-check kung kaya ba siya i-deliver within the allotted time. Second tip, turn your activity into a gamification. Ang lesson ko that time is past and perfect tenses. And ang ginamit ko na activity ay yung larong Family Feud. Kung iisipin mo, ang layo niya, diba? Mas engaging kasi, mas interactive, at mas lively ang klase pag may in-apply ka na game sa iyong activity. Number 3, apply numeracy and literacy skills sa iyong mga activities. Yung ginawa ko nga, Family Feud, ang layo niya sa aking lesson na past and perfect tenses. Pero nagawan ko siya ng paraan. Let's say, for example, question number 1, if you were given an apple, what would you do with the apple? So, parang ibigay ng mga estudyante, okay, ano nga ba yung gagawin ko sa apple? Itatapon ko ba? They will say thrown. Or kakainin ko ba? They will say eaten. So, in that sense, nakapagbigay na sila ng simple verb. And then the second question, they were going to complete the sentence. Just a simple example, nakapag-construct na sila ng correct sentence, nakapagbigay na sila ng correct verb. At the same time, nakapag-add na din sila. Hindi lang sila nakapag-apply ng literacy, but also numeracy skills din. Number 4, do not show your objectives at the very beginning of your presentation. Kung sa lesson plan mo, nauuna dapat si lesson objectives, sa presentation iba, yun sa pag-deliver iba siya. Kailan mo siya dapat i-present? Di ba nakapag-pre-activity ka na, nakapag-solve na kayo, and then doon na sa analysis. Example, you will ask your students, okay class, how did you find the activity? And then they will share ideas about it. You will follow up the question, how about the words that you have given? Yan, magbibigay sila, verbs, ganyan. Okay, in what forms of the verb have you given during the activity? Mag-iisip na ngayon yung mga bata. In the past, ganyan, it's in the present. Pag nasagot nila, that's the time na dadalhin mo sila ngayon doon sa lesson mo without revealing your lesson yet. Diba sinabi na nila, it's in the past, it's in the present. Alright class, now what do you think is our lesson for today? And they will say, ma'am, past and perfect tenses. That's the time that you are going to reveal your lesson. So, alright class, very good. Today we will talk about past and perfect tenses, but let's have our lesson objectives first. Now, when you flash the objectives on the screen, allow them to read all together para alam nila kung ano yung mami-measure after the discussion. Para sa akin lang. Kasi we're just facilitators, diba? Hindi tayo yung magbabasa. And after reading the objectives, doon na kayo mag-start ng inyong discussion. Number 5, do not give too much examples. Sa discussion, I think 1 or 2 examples are enough or is enough kasi limited nga lang yung time. And then, let the students give their own example. And if they give examples, allow them to write it on the board para at least ma-express nila and ma-check mo kung tama yung sinasabi ng mga bata. Number 6, kailangan mong i-apply yung kahit 2 subjects sa lesson na yun. Kunyari sa akin, English. Sa post-activity, ang ginawa ko, ginamit ko yung Ibong Adarna. Isipin mo, paano ko ma-incorporate yung Ibong Adarna sa aking lesson na past and perfect tenses. Pero nagawan siya ng paraan. Kasi kahit Tagalog man siya niya, literature sila, depende pa din yan sa iyong direction or instruction, paano nila gawin yung activity na yun. Dito sa akin, I will flash some pictures on the screen. Once the prints stops, you need to explain something about the picture concerning the story. So, ayan, meron na akong mga words and sila na mismo yung bubuo niyan using and applying past and perfect tenses. Ayun lang po. Sana may natutunan kayo and good luck po.